Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Destiny, and in today's video I am going to be sharing a story that recently happened to me. If you like story times, if you like get ready with me's, if you like what I eat in a day videos, anything like that, then subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent just because I do have my regular life, work life and everything like that. I'm trying to multitask, but this is really what I want to do in the long run. I really want to do YouTube. I've been wanting to do it for so long. I posted my first video like 6 or 7 years ago, and I just have not been consistent. So I'm trying to be more consistent with that. But yeah, just gonna get straight into the video. Before I start the story, I just want to say I know where I was wrong in the story. I know what I should have done differently, and I know why I did what I did. So before you guys jump and say, don't do that next time, I know next time I will not do that. Trust me, my mom, my grandma, everybody talked to me and they're like, why did he do that? And I already know. So this was a Friday and I originally had the day off. In the beginning of the week, my manager had asked me if I wanted to do a double. I think it was like on a Monday. And I told her, absolutely not. If you know me, I do not work doubles. Not doing it. I have way too much going on in my life to be working doubles. But I told her, if you want, I can come in on Friday, my day off. Like, I'd rather just come in on my day off, leave early, than work a whole 16-hour shift. It's not happening. And she was like, I don't really need you to come in on Friday. Like, as of right now, I don't really know if I need you on Friday. I was like, all right, if you need me, let me know, but I'm not doing a double. So then I think that same exact day, I think it was a Monday, my coworker, she had said that she had to go to the doctor's or something like that. And it ended up being a lie, but whatever. She had said that she had to go to the doctor's and if somebody could pick up her shift. She was asking one of my other coworkers to pick up her shift, and her shift was for Friday. She's like, I really need Friday off. And I was like, oh, I already offered to work on Friday. I might as well work for her. I didn't really need to work on Friday, but I was like, I might as well work for her. Like, who cares? So I was like, oh, you need somebody to work for you on Friday? I could work for you on Friday. She's like, oh, for real? I was like, yeah, if you want me to work, let me know and I'll work for you on Friday. As days came closer to working on Friday, I was like, Thursday, I was like, damn, I really got to work on Friday. I was like, oh my God, I have to work tomorrow, whatever. But whatever, I pulled through. So I've been noticing lately, I don't know if it's a New Jersey thing, but everybody drives like a maniac. And especially on a Friday around 3 p.m. Everybody and their mother wants to go home. And they're driving like maniacs. I have to hit the highway to get home from my job. So it's just, I have to have 8 eyes. 2 in the front, two on this side, 2 on this side. Yeah, and 2 on this side. Because it is insane the way people drive. And like I said, I don't know if it's a New Jersey thing or if it's a everywhere in the world thing. Everybody's driving like maniacs, and you really have to be careful. I get out of work and I had called my mom. So we're on the phone and I'm talking to her, and I'm just talking to her about the traffic. To get to my house, okay, let me... I really want you guys to understand this story. So we're just gonna wait, I gotta like put it like that. I hope you guys understand, right? You guys can see? Okay. So this is the highway, right? Going straight. But to go to my house, you have to get off the highway onto this road. So you either go straight on the highway or you get off onto this road, which to go to my house, you have to get off to the road. So I usually, when I get off, I usually stay on the left side of this little, what is this called? Exit. That's what it's called. So when I get off the exit, I usually stay on the left side because there's only 2 lanes, which one is strictly for the left side and then the other is strictly for the right side. So when I get off, I always come through this way to go to the left side because my house is on the left side. And this is a left only, okay? You cannot go straight. Straight is houses. You can either go left or you can go to the right side. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. So I'm here driving and there's mad cars here. And everybody's going to the left or right? That's my little car. And I'm getting ready to turn. Now, mind you, when you're turning, forgot to drive that. These people, there's people coming this way, and then there's people coming that way, as you can tell. There's cars in front of me, and people, like I said, are turning to the left. Everybody's turning to the left, whatever. And it's my turn to turn to the left. I gotta be careful because there's ongoing traffic going to the left and going to the right. But I'm making a left, so I gotta be careful with these cars going that way and with these cars coming this way. So I gotta be careful with both cars, both sides. I'm here. Now, 2 cars come and pass me this way and go around me and go this way. 2 cars. 2. And I'm like, oh my God. Because first of all, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to wait online like everybody else. Wow, I just made a big mess. Sorry. Now I'm on the phone with my mom. I'm looking to the left. I'm looking to the right, making sure nobody comes. And I see these 2 cars pass me. Like, they're going around me. Like, bro, do you want to cause an accident or what? Like, literally. Anyway, so I'm telling my mom, and I'm like, oh my God, these 2 cars literally just went to the side of me, made a left turn when I was trying to make a left turn. And they were behind me at first. And she's just like, oh, you know how people drive. They drive reckless, blah, blah, blah. So it's finally time for me to turn. Because now I'm like extra careful. So I'm going to turn, and this, like, it's not a truck. It's like a pickup truck. I have a picture of his license plate, but I don't really think I'm going to post that because, I don't know. He's coming to the side of me. Like, he's right here. And I'm like, nah, this is going to be the 3rd car that's going to pass me. Absolutely not. So I'm like, So I look at him and I'm like, no, absolutely not. And I'm telling my mom, like, this guy is trying to pass me. Like, he got me messed up, da, 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 whatever. I go to start turning, and can you believe this man turns at the same time that I'm turning? So I'm like here turning, and when I'm turning, he hits the side of my car. Because I don't know if it makes sense. I'm going this way, and he's literally going, like, we're lined up like this, and he's hitting the side of my car. So we're turning at the same time, and I'm a little bit in front of him, but he gets in front of me. He hits the side of my car, and literally looks at me, and he's like, and I'm like, bro, and I'm like, beep, beep. I'm beeping at him like crazy. And I'm like telling my mom, he hit me, he hit me, he hit the side of my car. He hit the side of my car. I'm doing this, but I wasn't on the phone with my mom. My mom was on Bluetooth. Automatically, I saw that the left side of his car, he hit the right side of my car. As I'm turning and he's hitting me, I'm looking at the left side of his car, and I see it says like a company's name, and it says the city where I live. And I'm like, oh, this is not like a regular car or whatever. This is a company's like pickup truck or whatever. I'm like, oh, so I'm beeping at him, and he basically drives off. Now I'm behind him because he cut in front of me after he hit me, and I'm behind him, and I'm like, I'm following this man. And I'm telling my mom, I'm following him right now. And my mom was like, what? And I'm like, Ma, write down this license plate. Write down this license plate. And she's like, oh my God, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? I'm like, I'm serious. Write down this license plate. And I'm telling her the license plate because he's driving off, but I'm trying to keep up with him because he hit my car. And I'm like, no, like, you're gonna pay for what you did. And she's telling me how she's nervous. How are you nervous? You're not in this situation. Anyways, so I'm telling her to write it down. She eventually writes on the license plate, and he's speeding up. Like, I gotta be speeding up behind him. Again, I know that I was wrong for doing this, speeding up or whatever, but I just want to mention that the only reason why I followed him was because I knew he worked for a company. Because if this was a random man's car, I would only get the license plate and I would not follow him. Like, where am I going to follow him to, you know? So I just want to emphasize that. The only reason why I followed this man was because I knew he worked for a company, because the truck was like a company's, you know, a company name or whatever. So I'm at this point passing my house, and the whole time I'm like on the phone with my mom, but I'm also praying, and I'm like, God, please don't let there be anything wrong with my car, because I think it was like 2 years ago, at my job, somebody hit my car while I was parked, and I tried to get the video footage of the parking lot. I tried so many things. The security of my job, which pisses me off, but they did not help me. They did not get me the video footage. They kept claiming that they couldn't get the video footage of where I was parked and somebody hit my car. Not like something drastic. It was just like they scratched paint off my car. I'm like, God, please don't let there be anything crazy wrong with my car, because First of all, my mom's car has gotten hit twice or 3 times, something like that. And she's had to send it to get fixed. She's been without a car for weeks. You have to get a rental car. And I'm just thinking of all of this while my mom is also on the phone screaming like, oh my God, like, don't follow him. And I'm just like, God, please, 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 please don't let there be anything wrong with my car. God, please, please, please. I'm just praying. I'm like, oh my God, I just don't need the stress. Literally, this was a week before my mom's 50th birthday and we were supposed to go away out of town. So I'm just thinking of all the stress and it's about to be Thanksgiving and everything. And I'm like, yeah, I need to have my car and my car needs to be good. I mean, it's driving right now, but I don't know what is wrong with the side of my car because he drove off and I drove right behind him. And something's telling me, like, just go home. And I'm like, no. Like, I swear, something was like, just go home. Like, just go home. You're fine. You're fine. And I'm like, no. And my mom's like, Destiny, call the cops. And I'm like, I don't want to call the cops because it wasn't like he like, psh. It was not like that. It was like we were turning at the same time. So it just like, it sounded like my car was just getting scratched. It wasn't like a thing that he like completely slammed into me because again, we were turning at the same time. He just didn't know how to turn. And either way, what he was doing was illegal. The whole time I'm behind this man, I'm beeping at him. Like beep, he knows I'm behind him. And he's just trying to speed up away from me. Like he's literally, now, once did he try to like pull over or anything and be like, hey, like, look, and go like this out the window? Nothing. He's just speeding off to the point where somebody had like turned and he like goes around them to speed away from me. And again, I'm behind him. And I know this could have been dangerous. It's not safe, but I'm just saying the story. This is the true story. I call Jose and he turns to the right side to go up like this dead end block. I know right there. I was like, should I keep following this man? Probably not, but I'm gonna keep going. And I call Jose, he answers, and I'm like, babe, this guy just hit my car or whatever. And then he's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Where are you? And he's telling me like not to follow the guy anymore. And I'm like, no, like literally, I'm not gonna stop following him. I'm still beeping and Jose's telling me to stop. And I'm still beeping at this man. And he's not budging. Like he does not care. He keeps going. He finally turns and he parks. And I park right on the left side of him. So I park and I'm like, look, I'm like still beeping. And he's like acting like he doesn't know I'm there. And then he's like if he's surprised. Like, what are you surprised about? That I followed you? So he's like that. So I'm like so mad. I'm still on the phone with Jose and I'm trying to roll down my window and I roll down my window. So he's on the right side of me now. And I'm like, you hit my car. You hit my car and you drove off. I'm going off on this man. And he's like, what? Huh? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What am I talking about? I'm like, you hit my car and you drove off. And then he's like, no. Man. Are you serious right now? Jose's like screaming, telling me to calm down, to not get out the car and all this other stuff. And I'm like, no. And I tell the guy, I'm going to check right now how my car looks because I don't even know how I looked or whatever. I'm like basically telling him that I'm going to go check my car right now. Like, does that make sense what I'm saying? Like, since I didn't know what my car looked, I'm like, no, let me check right now. So I put my car in park and I get out the car and he gets out the car too. I was so angry, like I'm telling you, angry, because if you have a car, you know what I'm talking about. Like if somebody hits your car and then drives off, you know that you're gonna be pissed off. So I'm literally just seeing a red. Like I don't even care. And first of all, it wasn't dark out or anything like that, but I don't even care that it's just me and this man, which is so dangerous, like so dangerous. I understand that. But I am seeing a red that I don't even care. So I put my car in park and I'm like, I'm gonna check my car right now. So when I get out the car, he gets out the car. And then he's telling me, I get out the car, whatever. And then he's telling me, oh, but like first he was saying that no, he didn't hit my car. And then he's like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, don't do that. But when I get out the car, he starts telling me, oh, but I was the third person to pass you. There was 2 other cars that passed you and you didn't follow them. I said, they didn't hit my car. You hit my car. This man is acting like he don't know who I am, and he's acting like he don't know what I'm talking about. But he knows about the two other people that passed me online. Well, not online, you know. And he's over here telling me that why I didn't follow them. Like, are you delusional? Do you think I'm following you because you passed me? Do you think I'm that much of a psycho? No, you dummy. I'm following you because you were the one that hit my car. They didn't hit my car. I'm going off on him. And I checked my car. Mind you, my phone is inside the car, I believe. Yeah, my phone's in the car. That's another... Like, Destiny, what are you thinking? I had my pepper spray in my car, but I didn't even think about bringing it with me. I was flipping out on this man, and I didn't care that it was just me and him. I knew that Jose was coming, but I don't know. I'm a psycho for this. Thank sweet baby Jesus. There was nothing, not even a scratch on my car. I was like I wasn't like that in the moment. So I'm checking my car, and then he started trying to tell me that like he didn't do it on purpose and all this other stuff. And I just was like telling him how I was beeping at him and he didn't even stop. Like I'm screaming at him, and I checked my car. I'm checking my car in front of him like this, like a psychopath. And I'm checking my car, and there's nothing. And I'm in that moment like, oh my God, my prayer worked. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. Like, it sounds crazy. Because I think even Jose or my mom said, like, are you sure he hit your car? And I'm like, I'm 100% positive he hit my car. But Jose says that maybe it was like when I was, you know, when you turn to the left, your wheel is out and he probably hit my wheel. I'm like, no. Like, I heard the scratches. Like, and I don't know if it's because he was a higher truck, and I'm a lower car. I don't know, but I was in shock, and I was just like, thank God. Because just the hassle of getting your car hit and then having to fix it, having to go through the insurance, having to deal without being with the car, and I don't live 5 minutes away from my job. I'm still going off on him because he's still trying to make it seem like he's a victim. Like, you're not the victim in this situation. I'm the victim. But the thing is, I don't even act like the victim. I'm the psycho. So I'm telling him, you're lucky that nothing happened to my car. And he's like, oh, like, he's just telling me like, oh, I didn't mean to, oh, but I wasn't the only one who passed you. Like, we're just screaming at each other. And I'm like, and you work for a company and you drive like that? You don't even know how to drive. And I'm like cursing him out. And like 2 or 3 of his coworkers come out out of the building where they work. And they're just looking like, they're looking like, what the hell is wrong with this woman? I just tell him that he's lucky that nothing happened and he needs to learn how to drive. Again, I'm screaming at him because I'm furious. And he's just telling me like, okay, I'm sorry. And he's like this with his hands up. Okay, I'm sorry. And I get back in my car and Jose's like, babe. I get in the car and I put my car in reverse and I leave. Can you believe when I leave, right in the corner of everything happening, there was a cop car right there? And the cop was in there. He didn't do nothing. Nothing. And there was some other people in their houses coming out, like, looking like, what the hell? And I get on the phone with Jose, and Jose's like, what happened? And I explained to him everything. And I told him to meet me up at the house, at our house or whatever. So we could see, like, I was like, there's nothing on my car. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, there's nothing on my car. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. I need you to come and check my car out. Whatever. Eventually he comes and checks out my car and everything. And there was nothing in my car. Not even on the wheel. There was nothing on my car. Nothing. And I'm not kidding. Like, this guy did hit my car. And I know he knows that he hit my car. And even he's probably in shock that there's nothing on my car. I'll be honest. I got home and I felt instant regret. Not even because, like, not only because I followed this man and everything, but simply because I felt bad. Like, I felt bad that I was flipping out the way I was. Even Jose was like, babe, you were flipping out on this man that I wasn't even scared for you. I was scared for him because I was going off on this man and about his driving skills. Like, I think I took out all my anger from all these crazy drivers that I flipped out on this man, and I took it all out on him. And in the end, he's with his arms out saying, I'm sorry. And I honestly felt bad because I did this in front of his place of work. I don't know if he's the boss. I don't know what he is. but I did this in front of his company, and I feel completely horrible for doing that. Right after this happened, I even said it to Jose. I'm like, these stories happen to me, and I'm convinced that it's to share with you guys, because I don't know why crazy things continue to happen to me or happen in my life. I'm just like, why are these things happening? But I'm like, at this point, I think they are meant to be a story time. I don't know. Yeah, the lesson I learned from this, first of all, do not follow anybody, especially after they hit your car. Don't follow them or anything. Yeah, maybe I should have called the cops, but you know what's crazy? If I would have called the cops, first of all, the cops would have took forever to get there. Basically, the moral of the story is I would not follow anybody again. If you guys enjoyed this story time, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe.